Earlier this year, I bought a Steam Deck. This is a Steam Deck OLED edition. And for today, I want to talk about my favorite games that I have played on the Steam Deck this year. I made a fancy presentation. My favorite games I played on my Steam Deck in 2025. At number 4, we have Dispatch. I am only halfway through the game, so that's why I've only played it for 4 hours. I just finished episode 4. I'm about to start episode 5. And I think I could have this game a little bit higher, but because I haven't finished it, I'm going to put this last on my list. Dispatch is a narrative thriller where you play as a 911 dispatcher making critical choices through high-pressure emergency calls. I don't want to give too much information on what the game is because I don't want to accidentally spoil it, but it involves superheroes and you have to make certain choices and it'll affect the outcome of the game. And I have always loved games where there are multiple endings so you can replay it multiple times. So at number 4, we have Dispatch. At number 3, we have Firewatch. I played Firewatch is an atmospheric adventure where a fire lookout uncovers a wilderness mystery while building a bond with his supervisor over the radio. This is the second time I played this game. The first time I played it was back in 2020, and for this playthrough, it took me 5.7 hours. Similar to Dispatch, it is also a choices matter type of game, so there are different kinds of endings that you can get. So again, it is a type of game where you can play it multiple times if you want to get the different kinds of endings. What I really liked about this one is just the overall atmosphere. It's very immersive when you're playing, and the dynamic between the main character and his boss. You're talking to this lady over a radio, but the thing is, you actually don't really see her throughout the game. You only talk to her on the radio, so you don't really know what she looks like in person. I don't want to say too much because, again, I don't want to spoil it, but the conversation, the dialogue between them is really interesting. So number 3, I have Firewatch. Coming in at number 2, we have Detroit Become Human. Similar to Firewatch, this is my second time playing it. The first time I played it was also in 2020. And Detroit Become Human is a narrative game set in a future Detroit where 3 androids confront moral dilemmas, human conflict, and the fight for autonomy. In this game, you follow 3 different storylines, but they're all connected. It's all in the same universe. It's all in the same time period. I think what's really interesting about this game is that it really makes me think about, what if in the future we have android robots and, they're designed to help humans, but they might become harmful or they might develop human emotions like us. What if that were to happen in real life? And coming in at number 1, my most favorite game that I played on my Steam Deck in 2025 is, drumroll please, Power Wash Simulator. I spent 42.3 hours playing this game. I got very hooked to this game very quickly. Power Wash Simulator is a relaxing simulation game where you methodically clean dirty objects and environments using a variety of power washing tools. I've always enjoyed cleaning. I've always enjoyed vacuuming and keeping things tidy. I take a lot of pride in that. And this game was just so satisfying. If you want a game that doesn't really require any sort of skill, a game where you can just turn your brain off, and this is the kind of game where you can listen to music or maybe put on a TV show or a YouTube video in the background, because this game doesn't require that much brain power. I think what I really like about this game is that it's very immersive and I'm doing something that I genuinely enjoy, which is cleaning. Now, could I do this job in real life? Probably not, because I would have to be on my feet all day and I know my back will start hurting. I can imagine if for this kind of job you have to be on a ladder. I mean, in the game, I had to be on the ladder to reach high spots. And I'm deathly afraid of heights, so I don't think I would be a good fit for this kind of job. But playing this in a video game is really fun. I am looking for more of these kinds of games to play on my Steam Deck. A simulator game where I'm role playing as some sort of job, some sort of profession. So if anybody has any recommendations on that, please let me know. So that is my list for my favorite games that I played on the Steam Deck for this year. Feel free to let me know what your favorite games were. And I'm excited to see what new games I will play in 2026.